Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, donations, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring the bell. Let's clear out the energy, and we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us this Saturday, or whenever you happen to see this video. A couple people, 2, 3, 4, a few people, couple, few, they all thought that they could come together and they could do something because there was more of them, like one was over here, one was over here, one was over here, and one was back here. And like you didn't even know some of them. You knew maybe a couple of them, but they thought because you didn't see them all together, that you would never know, that your spirit guides would never tell you what was going on. But alas, that's not it. See, the truth is always going to come out. It's never, ever going to be truly hidden in the shadows like someone wants it to be. And now that the truth has come out, there's someone that wants to try and backstroke. They want to go back on, oh, wait, I wasn't really involved in all of this. I'm late to the party. They was just trying to pull me in. Now somebody is feeling like they jumped in where they didn't fit in. Bottom of the deck. It was supposed to have been your last day in the light. They were sick of you. They were sick of you because, maybe you're somebody that follows the rules. Maybe you're somebody that, you know who God is. But they were sick of you. Hey, J. Mike. Hey, Miss Type Creations. Hey, 2B Records. And like I said, somebody, they want forgiveness. I want to be saved. Is a, I don't know the word, y'all. I want to be saved. Somebody, they want redemption. They want forgiveness. They want, oh, let me back up from this because I didn't know that the fire was that hot. To see, they felt like you was an outsider, and you would never know. Nobody was going to believe you because you don't hang around anybody. You're not around anybody for them to actually see somebody coming for you, coming at you, coming towards you, coming to get you when you never sent for them. But what they didn't realize is that you have this inheritance, that your ancestors are around you. But they realize this now with this enlightenment. Now they like, oh, shit, there's a whole lot I didn't see. Exactly. Somebody's having an epiphany about what they did. Okay? And it wasn't just one person that's having the epiphany. It's a lot of people. And they thinking about how they chose not to control what's inside of them, but they wanted to unleash a beast on you. They prayed over you. It's like it's like that if you saw flies or gnats or flying creatures or spiders all of a sudden come down from the ceiling, you're like, damn, how'd that even get there? It's because they were sending these monitoring spirits in. They were looking at you. They were trying to see what they could do to get at you. And it was exciting for them at a certain time. It was almost like a game. They was like, okay, well, I did my part. I'm passing the wand. I'm passing the baton. But now, when that baton was intercepted by your spiritual team, now they want some compassion. Now they're looking at what they did and they feel like they, just like Chuck, stuck. See, somebody, now they want to call for help. Because you know what? Possibly you called for help. And it's not like you even called for help. You just called for clarity. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell is truly going on. And see, they're realizing you are a real one, baby. You are a real one. You authentic to the core. You don't do that sneaky handed behind the back bullshit. Throw the rock, hide your hand. You don't do all of that. Hey, Crystal 5D Healing Station. How are you, sweetie? But like I said, somebody, it was like they didn't know that you knew how to connect deep within. They didn't know that you was connected to your ancestors, your spirit guides, the archangels, your spirit team, as tough as you were. And they was thirsty. They was thirsty, thinking that you was thirsty, thinking that they could do some shit to you and you was not going to say anything to them, or you was going to try and prove yourself how you needed to be, how you needed to fit in. Ain't nobody that thirsty. Not unless it's champagne. Then I'm that thirsty. But if it ain't champagne, ain't nobody that thirsty. They hunted you. Because you know what? They see that you are somebody that's polite, kind, thoughtful. You got good manners. You treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's why they hunted you. Because it was your light within fucked up and fucked with their demons within. Now somebody, they feel like they having this nightmare. Oh Lord, what's happening? Because they're being found out to be this anti-hero. They're finding out, people are seeing how they targeted you to come up after you. See, somebody, and like I said, there's somebody that wants to do the backstroke. They want to kind of ease on out. You got to ease on down, ease on. They want to ease on out the road. It's too late, baby. Once you stuck your foot in, you was in. You was jumped in. Now they want to jump out. It ain't like that. Somebody seduced this person and said, oh, the water's good. Come on in here. Ain't nobody ever going to know. Trust me, we too far spread out. That person, they can't see us. They don't know if we talking. They don't know if we doing anything over the internet. They don't see nothing. You good. And this person now has to realize that they did this shit with their own free will. How they was trying to get rid of you. And they did this with some discipline. Hey, Red Violet. They all did their part, and they was committed to doing their part. That's what got them fucked up. See, they didn't realize that, you know what, you have faith. You have faith in the Most High, that the Most High is always going to come and pluck you up out of a situation that's not meant for you and safely land you somewhere else. Hey, Shaylin. Hey, High Priestess. How are you? This is why somebody didn't like you, because you look young. You look a lot younger than what they look. And the reason is, when you live right, God preserves you. But when you on that demonic time, on that devilish time, on that demon time, that devil don't give a shit That devil will take the life out of you. All of a sudden, you get wrinkles, you get bumps, you're gray, eat early, you can't keep that youthful appearance. You look older than what you really are. And that's why somebody felt like they wanted to end you. This is somebody who did this before. They did this before. This is not the first time that you and this main person, whoever thought of this grand, bright idea. This is not the first time y'all had bumped heads or had something, come to head, But the first time when it was settled in your favor because you didn't do anything wrong. And they couldn't let that go. They couldn't leave it alone. So then they decided that they was going to come back, that they was going to try a little bit harder. Hold on, y'all. No. Go play. Go play. So this second time, they felt like they was going to get it. They was going to win. But this time they found out now they was burnt by the sun. They got a little bit too close. They tried a little bit too hard. They did a little bit too much. Hey, K Hypsee, how are you? And what they're finding is that, they did too much. Sasha, if you don't go. I'm going to put you in that garage. You're not going outside. No. Go play. What they're finding is that they got a little bit too excited thinking they was going to be able to take you down. And this is somebody, it's like this person, they try to get to get others involved. They didn't try to get others involved. They got others involved, whether it was family, whether it was colleagues, whether it was friends, but they tried to do that. What's that peer pressure? And they let everybody know, oh, don't even, this is going to be fun. I'm going to show you the ropes. I'm going to show you how to get down. I'm going to show you what to do. If you ever want to get rid of somebody, this is what you do. They thought that they was going to make an example out of you. But see, what they didn't realize is that you was going to be looking like you was supernatural. Like you had these powers that you plucked out of nowhere. Like you was like, oh, what? Huh? Watch this. Surprise, bitches. And it fucked everybody up. Because they was not expecting you to be able to pull that proverbial rabbit out your hat. That rabbit jumped up like, argh. Other people, they've witnessed this before. They've witnessed how somebody tried to take you down, take you out, do you wrong. And how all of a sudden, when they thought that you was done, you pop right back up. Let me put her in the garage because she about to get on that last one. You're not going outside. I told you were going in the garage, little girl. Mm-hmm. Up in here. Mm-hmm. Stay in here. I tell everybody I should have got artificially inseminated with triplets. It was going to be easier, and I mean that. Yeah, but people have witnessed your supernatural powers before. That this is why people they was telling other people, don't fuck around with collective. It ain't gonna turn out the way you thought or the hope or you wish. It ain't gonna turn out like that. Leave collective alone and you're gonna be good. Go on about your business. Go on, get about your business and leave collective alone. You're going to be happier. You're going to be safe that way. But they didn't want to listen. They did not want to listen. And they did it because they was jealous of you. Yeah. It's the person who thought about this entire plan. That's the person that was jealous of you. It could have been, the creator, the maker, a mother, a father. And they hoping that love conquers all, that, you'll give them another chance. Hello, Marcia. They're hoping that you give them another chance because they want to remind you, of your high standards and you follow, love your brother as you would love yourself. But you also follow, do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. But if they can't do that shit, you can do to them what they do to you. You also follow that doctrine. You ain't no fool. You ain't no punk. And you ain't no ussy paid by a mile. For those that know Pig Latin. See, they didn't know that you was very intelligent. That you could put 2 and 2 together and actually come up with 4. And not that it was going to be 5 or 11 or 19 and no crazy ass number like that. And so these people, they refused to listen to the voice of reason. And that was everybody else around them telling them just to leave that shit alone and stop trying to sacrifice you. But that person, they got to have the softest booty this side of the Mississippi because they got the hardest ass head and they was going for you anyway. They was going in, baby. They was like picturing themselves just like, going in on you. And now these same people have these hope that everybody around them that's heard about what they done is not going to look at them, as some type of evil-eyed, green-eyed monster. Too late, bitches. Too late. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Oh. Yeah, I'm telling you now they want to call for help. Call for help for what? Call. You need a phone? Call for help. We want you to. You need the number? 911. Here, use my phone. Hey, Malcolm. Because what you going to do whenever you call for help? What you going to say? Excuse me, I need help. I was trying to sacrifice this person and they kicking my ass. Is that what you're going to say? Yeah, I'm telling you, they wasn't thinking about that before. They was thinking about how they could get you. They was like, "Ooh, let me at him. Let me at collector. Ooh, somebody better hold me back because I'm going to tear you to shreds." They was looking for a reason to get their ass kicked, apparently. Apparently, they was looking for a reason, and they found one. Fucking with you. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Right. See, like I said, they see now you a real one. You a real one. You natural, you authentic, you organic, and you know how to come with that primal shit. You know what I'm saying? Now they thought that you was gonna be thirsty. They thought that you was gonna be like backing down. They're like you was gonna be like, please spare me, please. Oh, I don't know what do I need to do. Oh, here, let me get a scar on my face. Am I okay now? No, fuck all that bullshit. They was gonna hunt you down regardless. They wanted to take you out regardless. It was almost like, you know how, I don't know what type of animal, like you give a an animal that, some raw meat for the first time, and next thing you know, they can't get enough of raw meat. So it's almost like these people that did this before, and then it's like it just fed the need. Like they couldn't do it enough. Almost like a Jeffrey Dahmer type. You know how he ate the first person or ate some fingers or something. He was like, you know what? I seasoned them suckers good. Damn. And then next you know, he looking for others. Everybody else that he's coming across to, talking about something. You want to come to my house for dinner? How about you join me for dinner? It's one of those types of things. Somebody could not control themselves. They didn't see that they had a mental instability, issues, like they call them on the street. You got issues. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, hyenas. Exactly. Hyenas. Exactly. How you doing, Rain C? Yes. And you were supposed to have been the sacrifice. Ain't that something? Only to find out they sacrificed themselves. And now that people are finding out that, you know what? These people was nothing but that green-eyed monster in the first place. And they did it so many times, they can't get away with that. I'm telling you, this is something that these people have done several times. What's the message, Spirit? Can we please get some more likes in the chat? We have 112 in the chat with 58 likes. I'd appreciate it. I really would. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yeah, now somebody is finding out that they should have had some other type of discipline. They should have did something else. They should have worked on something else, because now they're the ones who's in this nightmare that they cannot get out of. All because they wanted to come. They wanted to, and it's dawning on them that they just didn't like you because you were courteous, because you were polite. Thank you so very much, K Hypsee. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. It's like now they're realizing the error of their ways, but they're realizing the error of their ways a little bit too late. A little too late. And hell, it ain't even a little too late. It's way too late. Bottom of the deck. Ain't nobody talking now. They ain't making no plans now. Oh, no, they sure ain't. They feel like they are speechless right now because they know they've been found out. God sees everything. Not only that, but you told the truth about what they was trying to do, how they was trying to curse you, how they was trying to come against you, and that shit broke it all the way up. And now these people are finding out that they are left out in the motherfucking cold. Okay. See, somebody found some evidence. They found some evidence of what these people was trying to do. And they knew that you was by yourself. And so they felt that you was going to be easy prey. You wrong for that one, boo. See, they didn't realize that somebody else was investigating them. Or whenever you spoke your truth, that's whenever somebody started looking into some things. And what they found was like information started coming to them. They just lifted up one little thing looking underneath them, and all of a sudden, all these skeletons start coming out. They coming from underneath the books. They open up the closet, all these skeletons coming out the closet. They looked under, they kicked over old shoes. Skeletons coming up from the shoes. All these skeletons started coming out. And people were sitting there offering information from everywhere. Yeah, this happened to me too. This happened to me too. This happened to me too. And see, that's whenever they realized they fucked around with the wrong one, because you was an empress. You was sent here from God. You was on your purpose. You wasn't even messing with nobody. You was the type of person that was happy, go lucky. jovial, comedic even, cute, always smelled good, took a shower, all that good shit. That was you. But see, they were going to lie about you to try and cause all this dissension around you, to try and weigh you down and to stress you out and do all that negative shit. That's what they was trying to do. And now that they've been seen for who they are, and there ain't no mistaking who they are. Everybody sees them for who they are. Now they all upset. They stressed out like, oh, what are these people going to say? Hell, they've been saying it. It's just that everybody else was too afraid to bring it out to the open, but they've been saying it. See, you came with that big evidence. You came with some proof. And now they want to come and they want to apologize. They kind of want to backtrack, They want to say, you know what? I know that I've been doing this for a while, and I know you've been trying to, protect yourself and be guarded and everything else, and block all this negativity. But, it was really just a game. Oh, well, I love a game. How about we play my game now called Get Back? How about Karma? How about the double reverse Jedi mind trick? How about Return to Sender times 10? Oh, I love games. We're going to play my game now. See, this leader started thinking about all the evidence that was against them, that was stacked against them. They forgot that they was leaving crumbs of evidence everywhere. It's almost like somebody that loved crackers, and everywhere they went, they was eating crackers. Crackers, they leave all that cracker dust. You know what I'm saying? And so somebody just had to, go around with the little magnifying glass. They go, here's some more. Here's some more. Here's some more. Oh, yeah. There's some more evidence. And somebody was just leaving all this evidence, all of these, what you would call it, unmarked graves. You know what I'm saying? From other people that they had tried to screw over. But now that cycle is closed, and they stuck. Now they see how they was trying to gaslight you, and how they tried to end you. They stuck. They can't get away with that. Somebody was shown to see, how they was trying to control a whole situation, but do it under the guise of secrecy. Really now? Yeah. And this group thought that they were good. Nobody sees us. They don't know what we're doing. They don't know what we're doing. And then in the background, they sitting here cheering each other on. Yeah, girl, high five. Yeah, give me a high five too. And I'm going to get a high five too. Yeah, they don't know what we're doing, but we getting that ass. We getting that ass. Yes. Only to come to find out, no. See, they didn't realize how strong of a person that you were. How your word carried weight. Because you had things like integrity. You was honest. You was very responsible. You was very respectful and respectable. That you did treat people how you wanted to be treated. They didn't realize the strength that you had. Hey, Vivian, how are you, sweetie? And now that everything is moving forward, it's moving forward faster than what they thought. Because at first they thought, well, if they kind of, figure some shit out, it's going to take a while for them to figure that shit out. But no, that shit is coming around so fast, they don't know what to do. Because God said, you know what? God said like this, I'm pulling the curtain down. Whew. And the whole room got light, and everything that they thought that was hidden, it's like, damn, Aren't them my shoes from 1938? Didn't I have this from a long time ago? I was wondering where that was. Did you steal that? You told me you didn't see that. I mean, everything that they did wrong was out in the open. People was coming in droves saying, I'm next. I want to be the tattletale next. It's my turn next. You know, you talk about a line down the street, around the corner, past that second block, then make a left, go a few blocks down there, under the underpass from the highway, you know, stopped at the Quick Trip. That's how long the damn line was to tell on this group. That's how many people that whose lives they had tried to ruin. And you know, all because this Queen of Cups felt that energy, and knew who was doing what, who was working together. And maybe didn't even know all the names, but she knew some triangulation shit was going on, some gaslighting shit was going on, some unfair treatment shit was going on. Yeah, knew about that. Hi, Lilo. How are you, sweetie? And how they was trying to attack somebody. You know, how they thought that they could get away with some shit like that. Nobody will never know. I'm the master magician. They call me the master manipulator. I am the manipulator. M-A-N-I-P, you later. Yeah, And now somebody want to bring this little ass apology because the truth is out. You know, all because somebody wanted to try and take down the high priestess because they didn't feel good about the high priestess. They didn't love all this love that the high priestess was displaying. They didn't love how God was showing this high priestess favor. They didn't love that at all. And so they thought that they was going to be able to control somebody, get them stuck, and then, you know, mess up their foundation. But that wasn't it. They even planned on trying to disrupt, you know, relationships, friendships, co-worker relationships, all of that. They planned on all of that until they heard that cars come to a screeching halt. And then somebody said, oh shit, I did not know the repercussions for those actions was going to end up like that. And see, somebody was called to answer for all of these attacks. Somebody was called to they had a message. I'm gonna need to see you in my office because I understand that there's been some shit that's been going on, and I'm gonna need you to answer to all of that. Somebody was like, oh shit. They called up somebody. They was like, hey, I thought you said this shit was foolproof. It is foolproof. Nah, because I was just called and I got to report. And I said, okay, well, did you want to set up a meeting? They said, yeah, right the fuck now. Get your ass down this motherfucking hallway right now and sit in front of my desk. I'll be there in 3 minutes. Somebody was like, oh, damn, I ain't even got time to prepare. Sure the fuck didn't. Sure the fuck didn't. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody they sweating whatever comes out the pew pew because they know that they shit was caught. Whatever they was working on, they know that shit is caught. Somebody all up in their emotions, baby. They sitting there like, damn, why was I even trying to do this? Why was I even trying to be on board with these motherfuckers? Why was I trying to disrupt somebody else's life? Why was I trying to make it so that I fucked up somebody else's coins because I only fucked up my coins? Damn it. Why? Because they was held responsible. Somebody saw what they did. And the judgment call is being made, babies. Absolutely. Because see, this ain't the first time this shit didn't happen. Somebody had to protect themselves against these lies before. This ain't the first time. I'm telling you, somebody felt like they got away with something, that they was just so slick, so smooth, that they was going to be under the radar. You see me, but you don't see me. You notice me, but you don't notice me. Come on now. They just didn't know. There you were, this earth angel, and that how Spirit said, get up on this boat. I'm going to take you, I'm going to smooth this out once and for all, because I'm tired of the motherfuckers trying to come up after you. And you ain't even doing nothing to nobody. Justice. Uh-oh. Karma. Karma was like, they messing with who? The rising star? Oh, Karma said, I know. See, I sent them a message and I said, fuck around and find out. They must have wanted to find out. Because see, somebody, I'm telling you, they didn't like it that you was worthy. They didn't like it that you appeared better than them. They didn't like it that you was more responsible, respectful, respectable, kind, considerate than they were. And here they are looking like a whole garden tool, a whole hoe, a 304. But that little witchy shit, that shit is over. That shit is over. Because see, somebody had discernment and they told somebody else it was time for them to skedaddle, to get, bitch. What's the message? Right. Exactly. That Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Where are you? Exactly. What you said. They bobbed when they should have weaved. Exactly. Oh my goodness, exactly. They bobbed when they should have weaved. See, they didn't think that they was gonna get caught. Your shit was all out in public. And I don't know why somebody thought they was getting ready to get their wish fulfillment. Why they shit wasn't like that somebody couldn't see what they was under the cover trying to do. And it's because they wanted people to believe that they was the earth angel. No, boo. No, you not any of that. Your shit is out on Front Street. And now they all upset. They depressed. They depressed because the shit that they was trying to do is all out. Judgment's been called on them. They depressed because they wouldn't leave you the fuck alone. And now when their judgment comes out, because like I said, this ain't the first time that they've done this. They was trying to cut you out a long ass time ago. And so some people, like I said, some people got that booty that you could just like, you could just touch and squeeze. You could push it in and then go all the way in, and you touch the bone and come all the way back out. That's the kind of booty that like the football players need to have around the stadium in case something happened and they go out of bounds or whatever. They can just kind of like enmesh into the booty, poof, and they'll be okay. Kind of like, or somebody threatening to jump, they'll be like, hey, Karen, Otis, lay down to your stomach first, quick. And somebody jumping and they can just like, and land safely. That's the kind of booty that these people got. And the head, I'm telling you, you need anything open, you need some them hard nuts open, you need to crack some shit, something like that. Tell them to get boom. You need a bridge knocked down. Hey, Karen, knock your head against that bridge. Boom, like this, the whole bridge start cracking. That they got a hard ass head because they got to have the softest booty around. I'm telling you, the Japanese is trying to figure out how can we copyright this shit. How can we make this? You know what I'm saying? We need to turn this into some type of orthopedic bed or something like that. Or for people that's been in a coma for a long time so they don't get bed sores. Put them on a booty like that. They'll be fine. It's like no pressure points nowhere. Something like that. They want to be upset. I bet you the hell you do want to be upset. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? They got to be kidding. Yeah, I'm telling you, they are so sick, sad, busted, and disgusted because these motherfuckers was found the fuck out. They was found out. Come on now. What did you think was gonna happen? Did you think you was gonna get away with some shit? Yes, they did. They felt like it was just a matter of time and you was gonna be, not there anymore. It don't work out like that. That don't work out like that. What you say, Leela? That's what happened when you twerk with your booty on a bridge. Don't burn your bridges. I know that's right. Oh, Crystal. Drop the mic. Right. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. And then somebody got the nerve to want to try and backtrack. Like they trying to get up out of it. Like they trying to do the Michael Jackson moonwalk. Where you going? Where you think you going? Come on back up in here. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? Yeah, and they was trying to do it just out of sheer jealousy. Just because they was jealous of you. Ain't that the silliest reason? At what point do you look at yourself for being jealous from somebody else and not think that you need to work on yourself? At what point do you feel it's okay to attack somebody else? You can't make this up. At what point do you not see that it's not okay to attack somebody else because you feel in a certain way? And then be like shocked when somebody else can see you. You know what I'm saying? Be shocked when somebody else can see you. Okay, and then they was really shocked because they didn't know that people was going to be telling on them. They didn't know people was going to be lining up to tell on these people. How they had did it to them too. Yeah, and so now these people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we all stuck. We all going to spiritual jail. Some of us going to physical jail. And, oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't eat. I can't sleep. I'm sitting up here sweaty in the bed. Hey, E-Angel Bostic, how are you? How are you doing? Yeah, because like I said, this was, like a big piece of evidence that you presented, which sent the spiritual police, or the physical police, sent the squad car, and now all this shit is turning around in your favor. In your favor. And then these people want to apologize for after all this time. How about you do me a favor and you keep that bullshit? Because you're going to need them apologies for yourself. You don't got to apologize for me, but you got to apologize for you. And see, now somebody want to admit that maybe they wasn't given to you equally. Well, maybe they could have given you a little bit more. Maybe they could have treated you a little bit better. Maybe they was in their ego when they thought about cursing you. And maybe they was not thinking clearly when they were supposed to have been a leader. Yeah. Shit, should have been, could have been, but you wasn't. All because they didn't want you to feel like you was loved, you was respected, They wanted you to feel some other type of way. I'm telling you, they wanted you to feel some other fucking type of way. Please. They wanted your stability to be over. They wanted you to lose everything. How about you lost a lot? You lost them motherfucking narcissists that was around you. That's what you lost because you saw everything clearly. Okay, and Archangel Michael was here fighting your battles, because Archangel Michael said, no, they ain't stopping your destiny. Your destiny is to be a star. Keep going. Trust me, I got Karma. She coming down the street right now. We getting ready to make this whole thing justified, okay? This whole kitchen witch, she like, damn, she didn't think that she was going to be seen. She thought that she was going to do this. And like I said, this not the first damn time she done tried this. But this the last damn time. Okay? And she was like, she didn't know that everybody was going to be able to spot her and or that she thought she was going to be the one that was victorious and that you wasn't going to do anything. No, you fought for yours. You gotta fight for your right to party. And that's exactly what the fuck you did. Okay? That she didn't know that you was protected, that she was blocked from trying to get at you. And so now it's easy for you just to go on and do your own thing because you didn't have enough of the bullshit. And you heard through the grapevine that them motherfuckers is out in the cold. The same way they wanted you to be out in the cold, you heard through the grapevine because you wasn't trying to stick around to, oh, I wonder what happens to them. You didn't give a shit, just like you didn't give a shit about them in the first damn place. And they heard about you, that you doing just fine. You got everything that you need and then some. Hey, David, how are you, sweetie? So everybody heard about everybody. And now they know they had to let the shit go. Time to let it go, boo. Time to let it go. What's the message? What's the message? What is the message? Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Yep. See, people are starting to see who you are now. They're getting the truth about you. Not some made up truth that somebody else has said. They see the truth about you. Especially like maybe you left a whole situation, but judgment was called in your favor. It shouldn't have taken you having to leave a whole situation. But you know what? When you left, you walked straight into your happiness. I'm telling you, when you left, you called judgment and you got everything that you deserve. And so did they. Trust and believe on that. And they shocked, they confused how all this bad shit that they threw out at you was coming back on them. They wasn't expecting that. They didn't expect that return to sender times 10, 20, 100, 500, 1,000. They didn't expect that shit. And if you just said return to sender times 10, it was just because you was feeling generous on that day. But yeah, your intuition led you to know exactly who was involved and what you had that proof. You had your receipts. And your receipts said it all, baby. Said it all. What else, Spirit? What else? They thought they was dealing with a Rudy Poo. I don't think so. I think not. Confirmation. Something that they was even working on or something happening at work. Yeah, because you got clarity. And like I said, justice is here. You got clarity, all right, about what you needed to do. And like I said, when you had to make a decision that it was time for you to go and that you're the one who made that easy transition with the Six of Swords, and you went straight to something that was better. Ooh, something with more money. Okay. Yes. This and these people are so upset at you. Who Bruce Lee? They so pissed because everything that they did was coming out into the open. Everybody sees everything that they did, how they acted, what they said, and everything. But this witch, she made this decision. This was her decision to come up after you, and everybody told this witch, let it go, just let it go, let it ride. You know, you good if you didn't do nothing. If you feel like you was blamed for no reason, just let that go, because it all comes back around. But somebody was like, she was not having it. You can hear my baby in the garage. She was not happy. She was like, oh, fuck that. No, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Ain't nobody gonna sit here and tell me that me, Bertha Jarita Karen Jones Smith III is gonna be responsible for some shit. And they was like, but hold that down, because you know you did that shit. No, it's about the principle. They was like, don't even say that, because that don't even make sense, because you really did that shit. No, I'm just saying, it's my ego, it's my pride. Ain't nobody gonna blame me for some shit that I did and me not be able to get away with it. See, people started looking at them like, okay, but that don't make sense. But all right, girl, yeah, we behind you. Back up some in case the lightning strike. We behind you, girl. We behind you. Yeah. See, somebody didn't want somebody to see you as the empress. That's it. They didn't want them to see you as the empress, but they could see it because everybody had the discernment that you wasn't fucking with nobody. You wasn't doing nothing to nobody. But see, these people worked together. They was trying to instill some type of fear in your heart. Oh, please. I think not. Especially not y'all. Y'all need to at least look scary. And then y'all need to come together to act scary. Y'all need to do some scary shit if you want somebody to be afraid of y'all. Come on now. Hey, Angelique. How are you, sweetie? But I'm telling you, that shit went right back on them. It went back on them. And what you got was a 10 of cups, baby, because you told the truth. You know the truth. You spoke the truth. And you are the truth. The truth was always on your side. That's why that shit went back on them. And it was a fantasy for them to think that they was going to get something over on you, or get something over on anybody else, or do some shit and the shit was going to prosper. No, fuck shit don't prosper. Repeat after me. Fuck shit don't ever prosper. Remember that. See, somebody was, it was like they needed to use some damn logic whenever it came to them being able to get this money. Or for them to think that whatever they was going to be doing was going to be prosperous. They should have used their smarts, okay? But instead, these people, they didn't like the fact that, like I said, your spirituality, your light irritated their fucking demon. Now these people trying to appear, like I said, there's somebody that they about to get it. They about to go through it. And they're trying to be very diplomatic. They all up in their emotions and shit, because they like, damn, why did I even try that shit? Why did I try that shit? Because you know what? It's like with the Most High, or this could be a company or something like that. They see you as very nurturing, very compassionate. This is who you have proven yourself to be. God, you got God on your side. This is who you have proven yourself to be. Okay? You ain't proved yourself to be no, bow there. I'm going out there. I'm going to start some shit. I don't care who I got to fucking step on. That's not you. That's somebody else that was bringing conflict to you. Even whenever you started over and you gave them another opportunity or somebody else gave them another chance, they still came with some fuck shit. What's the saying? Fuck shit don't ever prosper. Repeat it. Fuck shit don't ever prosper. But they thought that they was going to get their way. They did. They thought that if they did some type of trick or a magical spell, that they was going to get their wish fulfillment. Yeah, we're going to do it this time. Nope, not this time. Just like the last time. Okay. And now it's like that everything is coming. Two things are happening too fast. Spirit is moving you forward. And these people are sitting here thinking about the last time when they should have went within. When the last time when somebody was doing this investigation on them and saw that they was doing some fuck shit. The last time they went through the same thing. They had the same fucking conversation and they was told, you better be careful. Ain't nobody fucking around with you. Ain't nobody doing this. Ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody doing nothing. You better be careful. But instead of them listening, like I said, we went through the whole, they got the softest booty this side of the damn Mississippi. I mean, you know, kids is fighting over this booty. I want to take a nap on it. No, I want to take a nap. Adults is fighting over this booty. I want to take a nap on it. No, I want to take a nap. Everybody want to lay on the booty because it's so soft. But see, instead of them being, doing to others as you want them to do unto you, somebody was all in their ego. They felt like they was going to overpower you. But they don't think that shit now anymore. That shit is over. That shit is over. You know? So yeah, they felt like because they had confirmation, because they had some type of position, or they had worked somewhere or worked with somebody for so long that they was not going to be questioned. They deceived themselves, especially whenever they found out that they was trying to deceive you. Okay, yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. All they did with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords was give themselves some type of curse, generational curse. This person has cursed themselves. I mean, this is 10 and 10 is 20. They have given themselves 20 years worth of a curse just for fucking with you. Confirmation. They gave themselves 20 years of a fucking curse just for trying to fuck around with you. Hey, behaving goals. How are you? Hello, Amber. How are you, sweetie? Just for trying to fuck around with you. That got to be telling you, if anybody needs something broke, torn down, some concrete messed up, or you replacing the driveway, you ain't got to go and hire one of them jacks or whatever like that. Call one of them motherfuckers. Tell them just to boom, do their head on the driveway. That shit will crack all the way up because they got to have the hardest head. And they didn't think that you was going to be courageous enough to bring shit back into balance, to be able to see what was really going on, and that you was not going to be able to defend yourself. What? Really? Where are they from? Where are they from? I didn't know there really was a place called Kalamazoo. Or maybe it is their place called Kalamazoo. Timbuktu. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't know there really was a place called Timbuktu. But yeah, see, you got a new opportunity to work with some other people or another place or something like that. And this fucked everybody up. This fucked them all up. Everything was torn down at that point, because like I said, you are so balanced, you're even tempered, you're kind, you are an earth angel. And now somebody wants to invest in you because they see your qualities. And like I said, you know, you have this whole new stability being offered to you, something that's going to be very stable, you know. And these people, they thought that they was going to be able to stop. They thought that they was going to be able to be these secret enemies and come in between you and a job. Like they was going to have some be able to take some type of action and get some type of victory. And that's all they could think about. Yeah, I'm gonna take this bitch down. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm gonna fuck up their job. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Oh, I'm gonna fuck them that shit up. Oh, they shit's gonna be so fucked up. They're gonna be fucked up. Oh, that's all I can think about is fucking them up. Oh, they just gonna. I can't wait to fuck them up. Only to find out that they get in judgment. Only to find out that they are not going to be able to escape some shit that they put out there. They put it out in the universe. They put it out. They was praying for you to be fucked up. And you know, God said, I'm what? Wait. This don't even make sense. I know you fucking lying. You sitting there praying to me to fuck somebody else up. Oh, I'm gonna fuck somebody up. All right. But it ain't gonna be them. It's gonna be you. The world's softest booty. You about to get fucked up. And that's how they started losing everything. That's when they realized that everything is going out of their favor. Okay. And now everybody hearing about it. This shit is all over the internet. All over the internet. Look for the little video shorts. Look for the shit on TikTok, Instagram, you know, every social media page. They probably got it even on LinkedIn. I'm telling you how these people done fucked themselves up. Look on every single news channel. They probably got the shit on Netflix, Hulu, Disney Channel, all of that. They all gonna hear about this shit. You know how people thought they was gonna do some shit to a fucking star. How they even had the audacity to think that they was gonna fuck with a star. That they feel like a fool now because all they did was fuck around and fuck up their own money. That's it. That's it. But you and your money, oh, you getting a wish fulfillment, baby. You getting a wish fulfillment. Your money is coming up. Okay? Your money is coming up because you was wise enough to send a message to the emperor, the one who was large and in charge, that, hey, some fuck shit is happening again. That's all they needed to hear because they've been looking to get this old soft booty hard head out the way. They was looking for another damn excuse. They was like, damn, you know, we should have got rid of that soft booty hard head last time. But we gave them another chance. But this time, fuck that. They gone. What's the message? What is the message? Really? I know that's right, J. Mike. Oh. Yeah, see, they forgot about what happened before. They didn't take that seriously, what happened before. Somebody told them that shit's gonna come back around on you so quickly. They did not take it. They did not take heed to what somebody told them before. What else, Spirit? Yeah, that the shit was going to happen quick. They said before, do it again here. Okay, because I'm gonna come back and that shit is not gonna be. It ain't gonna be no long drawn out. It's gonna be like, get your shit and get the fuck out. One of them types of things. But see, now they want to hide. They want to hide because they know they about to feel some for real pain. Okay, because they didn't listen. They didn't exercise no caution. They thought that this shit was not going to happen to them. Somebody thought they was bigger and badder and this and that and the other. Nope. Them days is gone. Them days was over. Last time somebody said something to that ass, that was the last time somebody said, I'm gonna say something to your ass. This time somebody ain't even talking. They just like, get the handcuffs. Clink, clink. You got the right to be quiet, the truth and the whole truth and whatever they say. What I don't know, because I ain't never been arrested. But you got the right to do this and the right to do that and shut the fuck up and the right to shut the fuck up and get your ass in the fucking squad car. See, I ain't never been arrested, so I don't know what they say. But yeah, somebody was smart enough to send that message to be like, they fucking with me again. They doing some raw dog shit again. Hey, Lies Never Stuck. How are you, sweetie? What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. And see, somebody already had peeped their game. They peeped that game already. They said, yeah, you know what? You may be part of this organization, but they already peeped that game. They had heard about them before. Hello. Holla if you hear me. They had heard about that shit before. Okay, cool. Lies Never Stuck. Cool. Yep. And this is, yeah. They knew that they was messing with themselves with the 10 of Swords. They knew what somebody was trying to do to you, but they didn't realize they was actually doing it to themselves. Oh, well, sometimes you can't tell nobody nothing. Sometimes they feel like they know it all. But see, what they didn't know is that you knew even more. That you was wise enough to say, I'm not even going to argue with you. I ain't even going to fuss or not going to fight. It was like they wasn't trying to do something that was even, and they didn't think that they thought they was going to get the victory. No, boo. No, you got to be straight with me if you want me to be straight with you. That part. They just did not know. They know now. They got a clue. They got an inkling. They got everything now. They got it now. But they didn't think that you had it. You know what I'm saying? Like you was gonna be too dumb. Like you didn't know how to put 2 and 2 together. I'm telling you, they expected you to lose everything. You ain't lose a motherfucking thing. They expected you to lose it all. Yep. And they expected they expected the earth angel to be the one to feel the pain. No. We only feel pain if like we break a nail that is below the skin bed, or something like that, or we walking around at night and we stub our toe. We feel that type of pain. But for somebody to try and inflict pain on us over some fuck shit, no. Yeah, somebody thought that they was getting ready to they thought that your money was going to go down. They was going to take your money all the way down from the 7 to the 6 to the 3. Until it was just nothing. They thought that they was going to be able to siphon your money, that they was going to be able to work together and do you wrong, and then all of a sudden you was going to be like, well, we made a decision that we need to get rid of you. Oh, what the fuck? No. They just didn't know who you was. That's what that was. They didn't know who you was. You was the chosen one, baby. You was actually here to fuck they shit up. They didn't know that. They didn't have that clue. They didn't know that they was already under investigation. They didn't know that shit either. They thought that they was doing mind trick on you. They was trying to play a mind trick on you, but they didn't know that you was doing the double reverse Jedi mind trick on their ass. That's what they did not know. But they know it now. They thought that you was afraid of their little magic tricks. They didn't know that you was walking courage, baby. Shit, you done had tricks played on you since you was a kid, and that's why you say you the one that came up with the tricks is for kids, bitch. You the one that that cereal. You the one who used to say that tricks is for kids, and that cereal was like, damn, can we use that? You was like, go ahead, go ahead. Yes, they thought they was playing with you. No, you was playing with them. They didn't know that the action was getting ready to come back on them quickly, swiftly, and that was going to be the end of them. Okay, that was going to be the end of them because the truth set you free. That's why you got these 10 of cups. You celebrating because you spoke the truth, because you knew the truth, because you are the truth. You got the victory. Come on. Tricks really are for kids. What's the message? Anything else? I'm going to grab some from the stack. I got to get up and get them. Hold on. Anything else from this stack? From the stack. One more. Okay. Yeah. That old bullying bullshit. This person been bullying for a long time. That shit is over. This person been a bully for a long ass time. And they was trying to bully you. Somebody that's loving. They was trying to bully you. They just didn't know who you was. The chosen one. They was trying to bully the chosen one. Shit, like I said, they cursed themselves. They cursed themselves trying to curse you. Let me get up and get some of these stack cards. Hold on. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. See, they new to the game, but you true to the game. That was what they missed. And not just that, but you are God's child. They should have stayed prayed up. Okay? They should have stayed prayed up. And then all of them was ganging up together, birds of a feather. But, baby, them illusions is over. Somebody was like, somebody need to, they want to become unstuck. They want to start moving. I'm telling you, somebody want to do the backstroke. They want to kindly and gently get themselves out of it. They want to be like, excuse me, I just want to apologize to you. I know it seemed like I was really trying to take you down, but that's not it. I'll come over here because I don't want them crew to hear me talking to you. But anyway, that wasn't it. I wasn't really trying to take you down. I was just, I was just trying to see how far they was going to go with the shit. And I was going to step in and be like, hey, you can only go so far. You done already cut off both of the feet and the arms, up to the elbows. You can't do no more. I wasn't going to let them really take you out all the way, take you out. Mm-hmm. Yep. And they didn't help. Oh, and they didn't help because they did it to you. What did I say? They didn't know that you had a high spiritual IQ, and they was dealing with some insatiable desire to cause havoc to you. Okay? They wanted you to lose. This could have been like I said, a family, some co-workers, some close friends, we say that loosely, but now they realize they getting that spiritual street justice, okay? And they want to come with a damn fake apology. You see this pattern in them, and they're getting this generational curse, baby, okay? They're getting a generational curse. Their entire bloodline, everybody that worked together to try and do you harm. Their entire bloodline is getting it. Their grandkids, their great grandkids, their kids, their great great grandkids, and everything else gonna be like, we going to the graveyard to see, Papa Jones. They like, oh, let me get my shoes on. Everybody gets to the graveyard, and everybody like, we spit on you. We spit on your grave, you fucker. And they messing up the graveside and everything. And the people that maintains the graves, they're like, damn it. We told you don't let that family in, because every time they come in, they try and desecrate this person's grave. Who is it? That's the family. See, they was messing with God's greatest gift. And you stood in your convictions. Don't play around. Don't play around. If you do, don't play with us, because we ain't playing with you. Somebody's approaching. Proceed with caution. Some caution is needed. And you can always tell a lie that's a lie, because look at their teeth. Them motherfuckers is green with envy. I don't know if their teeth is green or if they got some green shit in there, but look at them motherfuckers. You could tell just they lying just by the words they say, by the way they pronounce their R's. Just like, what did you say? Say the word Robert. Say the word rubber. Say the word wrong. I could tell you lying just by the way you pronounce your R's. See, they thought that you was going to be broken. You were unbroken, baby. Even your angels are saying, no, child, no. Child, no. Now they want to be depressed because they know your ancestors is outside waiting on their ass. You gave them strength when they was at their lowest, and then they're gonna try and give you their ass to kiss. I'm telling you, somebody got a testimony. This could be somebody's son that got a testimony, and their son could have told them, you need to get yourself together, because you was always living in that divine love. That's all you give is divine love. What's the word, spirit? What's the message? See, they was placing the time out. God had to sit that ass down. God was like, you doing too much. And all they had to do was just be loyal to themselves, loyal to the Most High. And then, Okay, we back. All right. Yep. These people were not of the light. Not of the light. Well, that's too bad. But they see the light, I bet you that much. They may not have been of the light, but I bet you they can see the light now. And they see that you are unique and different. And in the end, we win. Hello. All right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to go ahead and cook something to eat. Give me maybe some avocado toast. Something to feed into my little stomach. And then I will be back a little bit later. I love y'all. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. Thanks for all the wonderful comments. Y'all are so funny. I mean it. Y'all are so funny. J Mike, thank you so very much. Crystal 5D Healing Station, thank you. Everybody that took the time out to comment, everybody that took the time out to give me a like, I appreciate you all. K Hypsee, thank you so very much for your generous donation. I appreciate you so very much. All right, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye now.